What's going on, everybody? Thanks for checking us out over here on the POS the POS channel. Here for a good shit show.
And demonetized, and someone's already calling. I can hear it in the background.
It's all good. I'm not even monetized yet, so. But we're gonna talk some Ninja Turtles because me and Stanley here were talking the other day about the apparently doing some retcons, and I just glanced at doing something with Donatello. I don't know anything about any of that. I haven't kept up with it, so that's gonna be kind of interesting. What's with the I was looking at this article. I just glanced at it real quick, and I saw permanent change. Right, permanent change. What does that even mean? Because every time they retcon something.
Yeah, well, the last two were changes. The last two times that they went and changed everything, those were not permanent. Those were just changes. Now they are giving you a permanent change to where this forever changes everything that you've known about this loved franchise for the past 30 years.
So wait a minute, what exactly did they do on this retcon?
Well, I speculated. I thought they, if it has to do with Donatello, he's kind of like the nerdy one, and he's the one that I would say they're probably going to make gay or something. And then I thought, you know what? They're going to make him like crippled or something. And so that's why he's
crippled would have been good.
That's why he's like tinkering all the time because he can't fight as good as the Turtles because he's in a wheelchair or something. Get some points. But yeah, I'm kind of curious, man. Should I share some Ninja Turtle?
I have no idea what you're talking about for this retcon.
Before we get into like the retcon, before you start discussing about the changes that they've made, we'll get to that in just a minute. Where did in your lore, in your childhood, when you were brought up with Ninja Turtles, what was your beginnings? Like, what was the beginnings of the Ninja Turtles for you to set the foundation of these changes they're making?
Oh, well, I'm an 87s kid, so I grew up on the cartoons, and I've been through
same here.
The 87 franchise. I've been through the 03 franchise, 2012. I didn't give 2018 a chance. I did watch the movie on Netflix, and that was pretty good. That was like Terminator 2 mix in there with Casey Jones going back in time. But outside of that and the comics, not too much. I've got the Volume 1 from IDW collection, and then I've got the compendium of the originals.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a nice collection. Of course, born in 84, I was in 80s. I got into it with the cartoon, like I think most people did. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't even until I think I was in my 20s or whatever the internet came out that I even read the first issue. And you didn't have access to that,
right? Like
readily available.
My best friend had it, and I got into it with the cartoon, like a lot of people did. And my best friend at the time, he had a collection of the comic books, and they were weird. going from the cartoon to the comic books with that cow head that was floating around, Bessie. That was strange. Yeah,
man. Which ones are those? Oh, the Mighty Mutants. Yeah, that was a spin-off of the Ninja Turtle Adventures.
Right.
Those are pretty good. I got one of those somewhere. The Adventures is actually my favorite comic book series. The Archie series.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah, that was my favorite comic because up until the Last Ronin recently, that one is actually my favorite now. But because that was a good book.
Ronin was a good rejuvenation for the Turtles. They needed that badly.
Yeah.
Until they went and retconned the whole. We'll get to that. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. Continue.
Speaking of these retcons and permanent retcons and everything, the original cartoon was a retcon of the comic book. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it wasn't all kid friendly and stuff.
It had to be
April
a little liquidated.
She was a computer programmer.
Right.
Well, that's what reporters were back then.
Yeah, her and Baxter Stockman. She worked for Baxter Stockman.
Yeah. I mean, she probably was. Let's be honest. She probably female in the '80s. Probably was not being paid too much. She was probably moonlighting as a reporter or the scientist. I don't know, whichever one.
In the comics, she looked a lot like the chick from Weird Science. I forget her name. But
Oh, yeah.
her look with
Did
the perm hair and all that, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
She does look a lot alike. I like the original Ninja Turtle movie, April. The first one. The second one was bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Judith Hogue, yeah. Judith Hogue was real good.
Yeah, April O'Neil, that's another one that they've changed quite a bit, over the years. And
just, you got to get that DEI,
well,
cash.
was it Peter Laird?
Yeah.
He said that that April was, kind of ambiguous. She could have been, if you look at the comic, I guess she could have been black, she could have been white. It didn't really matter. And well, now that they're doing with the newest one, there's a lot of backlash on that. I don't even think it had to do with race. I thought it had to do with the fact she was short and fat.
I think it's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with it, dude. Velma is Velma, no matter what series she's in.
Did you watch the new Scooby-Doo Velma series? That wasn't Velma.
No. And I know I make that joke, and thank you for picking up on that reference. I really, really liked the Mystery Incorporated series. Like, my daughter got into it. To me, it's just Scooby-Doo. Yeah. And then I watched that, and I'm like, holy crap. This actually has an ongoing storyline. They've got, like, character growth and development. This is impressive. I was not expecting this. And then they ended it and went to that next iteration of Scooby-Doo, and I was like, what the fuck? Right. Why would you do that?
Man. That was a garbage. Like, I tried to watch it. It's not funny or entertaining for, I think, anybody except maybe Seth Rogen. He's the one that, didn't he write it? Or he had something to do with it?
You know exactly what it is. It's Black Harley Quinn. That's exactly what it was.
Or Indian. I thought she was like
Indian, like the animated show of Harley Quinn. That's the exact same kind of line.
Yeah. The kind of humor.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn was a little better, though. I didn't like it, but
no
I will say it was a little bit easier to watch. Thelma was like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, I couldn't. I was pre-mad at Scooby-Doo about that first thing that they did, and that Velma series was, I don't know, 2 or 3 iterations later. I was still like, come on, guy. And you know that the voice actor of, like, Fred, like, going down a rabbit hole on this one, that dude's been the same voice actor since, like, the 70s or something. He's been doing Fred in all these different Scooby-Doo cartoons for, like, 115 years.
I had no idea.
I didn't even realize it was the same guy.
Mm-hmm. He actually played Shaggy for a little while, too, I think. Like, he took over for the second Shaggy, and then they were like, no, you're Fred. And he stayed Fred forever.
Scooby-Doo's all right. I like the old Scooby-Doos. And then they did that. There was, like, I wouldn't say it's the new series. It's the new one to me, but the one that was on, I don't know, Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon or something. It was a little more, like, in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, whatever that was all right.
A pup named Scooby-Doo?
Okay, after that.
Oh, yeah, come on. Come on.
So bad. Ninja Turtles, man.
Yeah, back on that.
Back on the Ninja Turtles here. The after the original comic book being different from the cartoon, and then after the cartoon, we got so many different iterations. Mm-hmm. I don't like. I like the it's kind of anime. The anime, it's like early 2000s. That cartoon, I thought that one was pretty good. Short-lived, but I think my favorite, other than the original, was the CGI cartoon. That one was 2012.
Yeah,
that was a good mix between the comic and the original. It kind of had like the life of the original cartoon, but they kind of followed the. I don't know if it's followed the story of the original comic because I haven't read all of the originals. I was reading
They did get one thing right. They did make it to where Donatello was infatuated with April O'Neil, and that was in the comics.
Yeah, that was in like the second issue.
2012 was great character development wise. Like I said this earlier in a post online because I'm in one of the TMNT groups, and they're like battling like which version's better and everything. I was like, if you could get the 2003 feel and atmosphere with the character development of 2012, you would have gold. You wouldn't need any other story. That would have been perfect. But I digress. But yeah, 03 was definitely it for me. Like each version kind of like selected which part of the title they were going to like focus on, like Teenage Mutant Ninja and Turtles. Like 87 was just Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here you go. And then 03 came along. It focused more on like the ninja aspect of it. And then 2012 came. It focused on the teenage part of it, like growing up, having these odd feelings towards each other as teenagers. Everybody's falling in love with everybody. Everybody has to have some kind of like what do you call it when you mash them up together with some other character? But had to do with that.
I'm trying to think of like what like high school comedy like TV show we're going to reference on that.
Oh no, doubt.
Because I'm not familiar with it. So
this was the best one ever right here.
No,
the next Mutation series, that live action.
No, this never existed.
It had the girl in it.
It never existed.
But there was a chick and she had turtle boobies.
Just because I have wet dreams about it doesn't mean it existed.
So it's like, where does this fall on the scale of like furries? Is there a reptiles?
Well, I don't know. She's angry. She's mad at all those
if
turtles.
I can fall for Lola Bunny and the female rescue ranger, I can fall for Venus. Okay? I'm safe. We're good.
Yeah. She plays into this retcon.
Oh no!
Wasn't there like a yellow bandana named Jinka?
There was a yellow one, yeah, for a minute.
Yeah,
the one that was on the next
named
Mutation,
Jinka?
she had like superpowers.
Jenka.
Oh my God! They named a Ninja Turtle after the shit drug. That's Jenkum.
Well, she used the Wolverine claw, like
the balloon. Yeah. Is that why? Was that the same turtle in the? Is that the same turtle in the?
Why did they do that? Seriously,
I
didn't know they did.
Yeah, after 2013 is when all this crap had to take place.
Jacob
the Ninja Turtle. He lives in the sewer. And he sits there with his little balloons.
Dude, they don't even need the balloons. They live in the shit.
What?
They're probably high as fuck all the time.
Oh my God, that is hilarious. You couldn't do that on purpose. Like literally, if I was to present that to anybody out there, they'd be like, "Who are you?" Like
Jenica, my bad. Or Janika.
Jacob was better. That's a better name. What about this guy? You remember him? Shredder.
Yeah, I remember that. I actually went to that tour. My mom took me there in Indianapolis when they toured.
They actually had a tour? I thought that they just recorded. Are you talking about like, I thought they only did it that one weekend just to like make the video.
That's what Mom told us because she wasn't going to take us.
Oh, is that what it was? She's like,
yeah, I remember it vividly.
We're going to that thing.
They were selling those light up swords that like had the black hilt and the red blade that when you press the button it would light up. All the kids in the rows had them. It was nuts.
Oh man, I didn't even realize when I was a kid that this was supposed to be Shredder. I know they say it, but when I was a kid, I didn't pay attention to what they were talking. I just like sang the songs and was like amazed by seeing Ninja Turtles with guitars and crap.
They were real. They were live. Like this was really happening. This was going down in song.
They actually look kind of cool in the certain
lighting. These are probably the turtles that look like they were doing the drugs that actual rock stars did.
This was post Jenkum Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
This stuff right here. I'll play it anyway.
Yeah.
I like that jean vest, dude.
Do you notice they don't have turtle shells?
Yep.
They look like frogs.
They do. Oh, I never thought about that, teaser. I noticed that they slimmed down for the tour. Like I noticed that, like Bro was saying, they probably had done a few, lines behind the scenes, a little worn out. I don't know what the What is that? What is that thing called? At their waist, the skirt thing.
I
That's
thought
just
those
a
were
hoodie,
supposed to
I
be
thought.
hoodies. Those are hoodies.
Oh, they're hoodies. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's hip. It's like cool to wear your hoodie.
Yeah, it
around
was
your
the
waist.
90s, man.
It was hip. You're right. I digress on that
And
one.
the leg warmers.
Could you
Can't
imagine
let go of
trying to
the
breathe in
80s.
that shit?
This is what Jankum does to you, folks.
It lets you dance on stage in that outfit.
Until you gotta crawl.
You huff that shit, everything starts looking like a Ninja Turtle.
Right.
All right, that's enough of that.
This should have been incorporated into the comic book. Like that would have fit perfectly
Oh,
with
that-
Bessie, the floating cowhead.
Yeah, didn't they give
Dude,
a
that
nod
actually
to it in
made
like
a-
Secret of the Ooze with Vanilla Ice?
Yeah.
Well,
They
if the
did have a
turtles got
dance
on
scene in
stage
there,
with
yeah.
them, and then
Yep.
were dressed up like that.
Mhm.
That would be that actually would have been cool. If they had made a comic about that, that actually would have been kind of cool. See, the Adventures, this is the one that I liked because it was more fun than I thought than the actual. It was kind of based off the cartoon, but loosely.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot more fun comic book to read.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, I think this issue, this is the one when the first mini series of the Adventures were based off the cartoons like directly. This is the one where they got shrunken down from that crystal, and then they branched off and then kind of went in their different direction with the stories.
Oh,
You ever wonder what happened to this, to the artwork? I wonder where that is.
dude.
It belongs in a
So
museum.
is there a story behind them not having the different colored headbands for that cover?
It was just
Probably-
like the original look.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably
from like
something.
from the original comic book days. When
Yeah.
it was, okay.
They weren't color coded. They all had the same color bandana and everything.
Mhm.
Mm.
But
That brings back some freaking nightmares right there.
yeah,
That's like the
Oh,
hardest.
yeah.
You know, the boss level, like in this game, there's like 3 different hidden variations of how to get to the final boss. It could
And only
take you
one
an
of them-
hour in the last level to find the last boss.
If you
I
get lucky,
couldn't-
you'll get like the one version, the one level.
Yeah, exactly. That makes it easy.
I couldn't get past the swimming part, and those scenes
Yeah.
kept killing me.
I had to watch a YouTube video on how to do it because all
really?
I've been able to beat it, but like by chance. Now that I watched that YouTube video,
Yeah,
thank God for YouTube because that was 20 years of nightmare, anger.
The water level, and there's a jump that if you saw it, everybody would remember the jump where it's like you have to go all the way through the level to the end and then climb up the ladder and then walk all the way back to the very beginning. And at the very beginning on the second tier, there's a little gap and there's no headroom. So it's like you've got this ledge and you're coming over, you've got to make this tiny little jump over to this other ledge to get to the next stage. And making that jump is impossible. But what they don't tell you
You
is
run.
that you don't actually have to jump. You just have to walk across it.
damn.
How many hours I
Remember
spent
that.
trying to jump that gap.
That game was up to a Ninja Gaiden, but I actually think
Mhm.
Turtles is harder than Ninja Gaiden. Or
Yeah, at
Gaiden,
least
I don't know how you-
Ninja you can actually beat after a couple, I don't know, years. I never beat that or the original Mario.
Yeah, same here.
I don't know if I
Even
ever beat
with the
original
warps?
Mario either. Even with the warps, yeah, I've gotten to Bowser. I don't know if I ever beat him. And the second one, I've never beaten the second Mario.
I
don't
think
even
we
think
could
we're
probably
gonna-
beat the second one today. The third one, fourth one is fun. You can do that in like 20 minutes now.
Mario 3 too. I could beat Mario 3. That took me a while,
think-
but I can do it.
I think we've beaten that. Yeah, same. It took a while. Mario 2, hadn't beaten that one, but I think it could be done. Mario 1, I would venture to say that's probably still a difficult one today. But doesn't even hold a lit match to this. Like, this is one of the
Yeah.
most difficult video games in the history of video games.
Shoot.
Yeah, this game sucked. It was
Mhm.
fun, but it sucked so bad.
It wasn't one you revisited that often.
Yeah.
But this one was badass. This is one of my favorite.
That was a
never
breath
played
of
that
fresh
one.
air.
Yeah.
See, I owned a Sega Genesis for that 16-bit over that 8-bit.
That sweet, slick
And,
16-bit graphics.
Nah, I didn't get to enjoy the NES like y'all did. But
Well,
And hey,
it's funny
I
because we
remember
were
going-
so jealous of the graphics. Like you had Sonic the Hedgehog, you had X-Men, and you had a wicked Jurassic Park game
yeah, that game
that we were envious
and the
of.
Aliens game too was pretty good, but
Mm.
but Nintendo had better games though in general. I think. They had
I think the
more better
overall
games.
library is better. You know,
The game that I played on Sega was Ninja Turtles Hyperstone Heist, and that was more based around the arcade style of the game, with the side scrolling and whatnot.
I don't know if I've ever heard of that one. What's it called?
I'm not familiar with that one at all.
Hyperstone?
Yeah.
Hyperstone Heist. So of course, like New York disappears, and they have to go save it from Krang and Shredder and whatnot. But at the end, when you go against Shredder, of course he gets the stones and he turns into Super Shredder. And I think they stole the Emerald Stones from Sonic so he could do that. But whatever.
Oh, that's cool. So it's got like, it's based off like it's got like Ninja Turtle movie stuff in it, like the Super Shredder.
Yeah, it even had Tatsu in it from the 1990 film.
That's interesting.
Mhm.
They did weird stuff with the video games. I wonder if this is where it started. They had that arcade fighting game. Maybe this might even be it, where they tied in the three
That's-
different. They had the
That's from Hyperstone. That image.
That
that's
is
also in
okay.
Hyperstone.
So yes,
I know
yes.
it's
Okay,
small,
so I remember that. So that was weird because they had a representation from the comic books, representation from the TV series and the movies. Like they had to do that on purpose because of the movie coming out. But there was a character that nobody knew who the hell she was, and it ended up being like they found out like 20 years later it was supposed to be like Shredder's daughter or something that they never introduced
Karai.
in the movie.
Yeah, Karai. She didn't come around until the 03 series. And then they did a phenomenal development with her in the 2012 series. I highly recommend 2012 if you're just entering into the Turtles.
There's that PlayStation 2 game that was really good.
Based off the 03 series?
It's not based off of that. It was after that, but the artwork was different. That's when they started doing that weird. What do you call it? I don't even know what you call that style. They still do it today, the Ninja Turtle style. Hold on, let me look that up.
Cell shaded 2D.
Like they look like they got like rounded
Isometric?
heads, and it's like everything looks like a stick figure, but a little bit more detailed. Hold on, Ninja Turtles. You'll
Like
see
a
what I'm
stick
saying.
figure, but a little bit more detailed. That's fairly varied, man. There's
Yeah,
there's some
well, it's
options.
I'm trying to think of what you'd call that. It's like the turtles' heads were like balls. They were like spheres, The
Oh,
Turtles
3D?
mutants in Manhattan. Hold on, let me pull up. I'm pulling up the image.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. I think that was.
I had that for Xbox. Yeah. That was more focused on the IDW look. where the
Yeah, there
bandages
you go.
are
That's
on.
that IDW look. That
Yeah, there.
they still kind of do that today. This style. I wasn't a fan, but I mean it's Ninja
that's-
Turtles, so I
That's
loved it.
definitely
anyways.
the IDW brand right there. That's how they look in the comics right now. But that game was all right because it had this kind of setup to where you could power up or beef up your turtles. Like throughout the game, if you play it on normal or hard, you're going to get your ass kicked nonstop. But they had these like little kind of like gear settings that they did in Injustice, where you could like add different powers to your turtle to make them KO your opponents a little more. That was actually awesome. I spent a lot of time on that game.
Yeah, man, I played this game all the way through. It was a lot of fun. It I think focused on the story of the 03 series. If I'm not mistaken, it was a lot like that. But it was still fun. It was a cool game. It was one of my favorites.
It's probably one of the cooler versions of Shredder's look that I've seen.
That's that. Oh man, I got a good image of that. That's that style. Here we go. I've been wanting to read this.
Yeah.
I haven't read it yet. It's called Shredder Goes to Hell. or Shredder in Hell.
I bet
Look
he
at that image. Dude.
God, Ninja Turtles go like they really go out there on some of this stuff, man.
They go
They don't
hard.
hold back. They're just like
remember the
straight up
original
Shredder in
series
Hell.
It was Shredder.
Like,
The
was he in
original-
a Spawn episode?
Yes.
He should have been.
Right.
You know how they like to throw the turtles in, or they like to throw characters in Mortal Kombat?
Mhm.
I don't know if the turtles were ever in it, but they need to do the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Shredder needs
They
to
need
be
to
in
do-
there.
They need to do the Turtles on tour in there.
Type in Ninja Turtles Injustice, and you'll see them in the game. So,
In,
the
oh, is
four
it
turtles-
Injustice?
Yeah, they were the DLC for Injustice 2, and they were nuts. Each of them had their own style of fighting too.
And was Shredder in there?
No, sadly not.
They should have done different skins, like all the different turtles.
Yeah, they did.
That would have been rad. Like Shredder in a Mortal Kombat game.
He should have been there.
Yeah,
That's where he
he
should
should
have
have
been.
been in that. What's another? Oh, here we go.
Way before Rambo.
This movie wasn't bad, but I don't like the way the turtles look. They look like frogs.
Yeah, it was too generic.
Yeah, generic.
2007 was still like where we were still playing with 3D. Like Toy Story came out like 10 years before this, so it was still being played with, you know. But you could see how they were getting correct with like Splinter having his like, you know, beard and frill and whatnot. But yeah, almost every turtle's beak looked exactly the same.
Their eyes are really wide set too, and I get their shells are different, but like Raphael's looking kind of thick there.
Yeah,
They look like corsets. They don't look like shells.
Yeah, they kind
I
of
don't
do.
know.
They
I'm
look
seeing
like
corsets.
they're showing a lot of shoulder.
it's like they copy and pasted the belts. Each one is knotted up the same.
Oh yeah.
But it was a good soft
movie.
reboot, I would call it. Like the
They're
storyline
all
was
older.
just average. Like
like-
I wanted to see more Night Watcher and more Leo training down in South America. That's what was.
Oh
more
yeah, that'd have been
needed.
cool.
That
I
was-
liked how they did that part. Like all the turtles are doing their own thing now, and
it was
what's
way more
next?
original than so the stars align for this family of concrete people to take over the world. It was ridiculous. One of those tropes of world-ending doom when the stars align.
I don't know what to say about this one.
We
Like,
don't.
oh boy, that was rough.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know some people really, really like it. I'm not. I mean, I'm trying to find something nice to say about it, but there's just
If
so
you were-
much wrong.
My question to you on this: if you were like let's say that there was never a Ninja Turtles movie, and if somebody came along and they were like, "Hey, we're going to do a Ninja Turtles movie. It's going to be heavy on the CGI. We are going to put like $150 million into this project for you alone, and Michael Bay is directing." Is there anyone on Earth who would be like, "Nah, this is going to suck"?
Nah, you know what I'd say is Megan Fox going to be there? Sure, whatever, do it. I guess.
She was in it, wasn't she? Didn't she play April
Yeah,
O'Neil?
she was April
Yeah.
O'Neil.
She got a pass from
And that was a
Transformers.
cross. That was like a cross between that Nickelodeon show where they made her a kid, and she was like involved in like the experiment that helped create the turtles.
Yeah. But this
So then, okay,
Which-
that new
which
Ninja,
is-
the Seth Rogen Ninja Turtles. What's April's deal? What is she in that movie? I haven't seen. I tried
so
to watch
they're,
it.
they're literally all teenagers. Like that's the thing. They wanted to make it more teenagers because it's Seth Rogen who directed. And
Everybody knows they're fucking aliens.
no,
Oh,
we
I'm
don't
so
know.
glad they didn't go with that
No.
whole thing.
No.
Yeah.
They just went with 7 foot tall fucking.
But the guy that played Raphael in the Michael Bay films is Alan Ritchson, and he plays what is it? The Jack Reacher on Amazon, or he plays Reacher on Amazon. He played Hawk in the Titans show, the live action Titans show, Teen Titans. He was
And who
Hawk.
was he?
Okay.
He was Hawk from Hawk and Dove. He was Hawk,
Yeah.
and he was also Jack Reacher in the Amazon show. And that dude is fucking buff. He's an excellent actor. For him to be in this shit was a huge mark on his discography.
I have a friend
Come on.
who lived in California at the time trying to become an actor, and he actually got an audition to be Rocksteady for part 2.
That's awesome.
Todd Biggerstaff.
Yep.
Good guy, man. We were all rooting for him, and then they went to that wrestler.
And now we're all like, thank God,
Yeah.
Todd, you dodged a
right.
bullet.
I mean, his career,
Todd.
would have done. Yeah, you're welcome, Todd. Oh wait, I didn't do anything.
The closest turtle to like grow up to be what they are in this picture would be Raphael. The other three can just go, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like
He turned
Donatello's
himself
headgear.
in.
That was kind of cool. But the glasses and the fucking what is this rabbit mouth? I wish I could
Right.
zoom in a little more, but I didn't save the pictures and make like a slideshow, so I can't really zoom in. But Donatello looks like a rabbit. Like he's got a rabbit face.
Yeah, he looks like a fucking mule. Yeah.
Yeah, a mule. There you go. And even he's got the ears and everything.
Yeah.
It's a little ape-like. Yeah, there's
That's weird.
And that led to this, which again, this is super
The
tiny.
film
pictures.
is good. The series sucks dick.
My kids love it, and I like that they like the Ninja Turtles. But yeah, man, I wasn't digging this weird. Raphael was the leader for a minute,
Yeah.
and it was just weird.
Uh,
Leonardo was a skateboarder. They're all skateboarders. Leonardo
like they
was-
just got the whole thing just all wrong. They're like, oh, we don't care about like the historical canon of any of these characters and their traits. We're just gonna go like this guy likes French fries, and we're just gonna run with that.
they're following
Yeah, this
everything
is-
else I was going with to be quick-witted and flashy. That's all that we care about.
Why do they have tattoos? Like, what is this shit?
That's
Leonardo.
That's their
God
like.
damn it, I can't.
So
That's their like.
they're
Zen
teenage.
ninjutsu power.
They're teenagers, right? So did Master
Probably.
Splinter literally have to sign off on them getting tattooed? Did he
No,
have to
this
go
is
into the
where they
parlor
turned-
and sign the little form?
They did it because they didn't like him, right? I thought they were fighting Daddy or something. In that.
No, this is where they turned Master Splinter into a fat naked mole rat. This is that version.
Oh yeah. And that led
Okay,
to this.
that checks.
And I don't like Raph's like whatever that is.
It's a nod
But
back
whatever.
to that next mutation shit.
I mean,
So-
if it sticks, I guess it's stuck now, and so we gotta live with it. But
You know, my beef with that, I like that there's like the different character kind of a thing that they're trying to portray here. But
Right.
why, of all of these different options, nobody went with that thing that he did in that comic book where he had the whole black outfit that he took from that dude?
yeah, they're wrestlers or something. They were like fighting, and that was his wrestling outfit.
Yeah, he had like a whole thing in one of those comic books. He had to explain. He was like the only one that wore it. And they were asking him, like, why are you doing it? He's like, well, I'm trying to get better, and this makes me better. So I'm going to wear like this entirely, like I'm trying to be a better ninja. And so I'm wearing a ninja outfit. And it just like, there was a whole thing on that. And they never touch on that outside the comic book. But it was, like they're doing the same thing here, just with less, I don't know, like drama or less like development
More
behind
color.
it. And more color, yeah. And a little bit more
man, I
biker
wish I
to
knew
it.
what comic. I have all the adventure series. I could pull up a picture of that, but ugh.
See, I hate that they keep giving Donatello the glasses. That I blame Michael Bay, and shame on them for continuing with it.
This, style is not horrible. I think it's. I don't like the glasses. I agree with that.
Okay, they tried to
But-
mimic the Into the Spider-Verse kind of color art
Yeah.
style or whatever.
Yeah,
but-
real bright, colorful.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind that. I don't know why Mikey looks like. None of them really look like teenagers to me. They look like they're 9 years old. They all look.
I just
like
want to know who
9-year-olds.
set up the braces, because you're not finding fucking braces in the sewers. So where did he get them?
that was, I'll tell you right now. I know the backstory on this one. So they actually had to go down to Mexico. It was right down here on the border, right by where I'm at, and they had them done down there because they do them for like $20.
Oh shit! And you got a human to do it, huh?
Yeah.
I want to know.
He didn't care, dude. Couple of chiclas, he's good to go.
Oh shit!
You know, okay, so they have that Turtles, the Adventures, but now they've got a new one. It's not horrible. Like it's a little weird. It's this Saturday Morning Adventures Ninja Turtle comic book. I actually kind of like it. Like,
yeah, that's not bad. That's kind of original looking.
Yeah, that's back to the '87.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot like the old Ninja Turtle comics. They have some.
You got Mousers in there, dude. How long has it been since we've seen those guys?
It's been a minute. A couple video games ago.
I haven't seen, like, I don't know. I haven't seen the Michael Bay movie, so if they're in there and I'm an idiot, screw me. But
no, I don't think they're in there.
Which is weird because Baxter was in there. He could have done it, but whatever. It's weird. Are they going through a vein right now? Because those are red blood cells. Are they inside somebody?
I haven't read this issue, but yeah, it looks like they're inside the body.
So is Miss Frizzle driving their turtle van?
That would have been cool. I would have watched that growing up. Hell yeah,
that's awesome. Funny.
That would have been a great crossover. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the arcade.
I remember that screen.
When we finally got a game that was like, oh god, like I can get past the first level.
That was this one.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
But not the second one. When I was a kid, man, I could never get past. Who was in the second level? But Bebop.
Yeah,
I had a hard time getting past Bebop. You know that the Super Nintendo version or the Nintendo version had extra levels in it than the actual arcade game.
Yeah, they did that to try to pitch, like, it wasn't as good a quality, so they're like, but it's got 2 extra levels.
Yeah.
You've never seen these levels before.
That was a fun game. That's the Turtles in Time.
It was going to be on home console, so they tried to make it have repeat playability.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it worked. We bought it.
Oh,
I'm good with it.
Time, man. That one was...
I never played that one.
Dude, that one was one of the best arcade versions of the Ninja Turtles.
It was smooth, like the controls were smooth. Yeah, your moves, everything that you had, like quadrupled.
Yeah, that was awesome. And they had a whole level where you had to beat the bad guy by throwing foot soldiers into the screen.
And the third film had nothing to do with this, right?
Nah, no. And what were we talking about? Why the hell? Okay, so that's another thing about the movies. The first movie obviously was a little bit darker and grittier. Sure. We were talking about the second movie and why it was so bad. But you know what? Of course, one of the things we were saying was that they weren't allowed to have weapons because all these, moms came out and were like, we don't like weapons and we can't. So the Turtles, they weren't allowed to have weapons. And so they used like hot dogs and toys and stuff, right, in that movie.
Right.
But I didn't notice. I didn't notice until I was in my 20s when somebody pointed it out. I was like, holy crap. I never even noticed that. It's
Raph didn't even carry his size, I don't think.
None of them did. None of them had weapons.
Well, Leonardo, with that fight scene at TCRI, he had the batons while the swords were still in his. So that's how they fooled you.
Because he had to have them.
He fooled you holding batons like he had weapons. Donatello, he was beating the shit out of everybody with a stick. Nobody cared about that.
Yeah.
But then Michelangelo used sausages as nunchucks.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's like every third grader that finds out he has a penis. So,
yeah.
I mean, what are you really doing?
Dude, I think that was the smartest freaking move because I guarantee you the every third grader in the world all of a sudden wanted to have sausages for dinner.
You have no doubt.
Like the cost of like sausages were sold out after that forever.
Dude, the way he yelled out combat cold cuts. Are you shitting me? And then proceeded to chase him down with them. Yeah.
And they ran. They're like, oh, God, he got the sausages. We weren't expecting that.
Stu gets a pass because of that.
I will say, I do have to make a reference of. So, yeah, Raphael, he didn't get to use his size. However, that was a canon thing. That was a carryover from the original movie, the first movie. He lost the sai.
Yeah,
dude, you're not allowed to use it in the next movie. I'm sorry, you lost that thing. You messed up.
Did he get it back? I think he got it back.
He got it back. That's why, like, he didn't get a spanking. But that doesn't mean you get to use it again. Not till the third movie.
he put him up in the cupboard.
They're put up on the fridge where he couldn't reach it.
No, Raphael, you may no longer use these.
Michelangelo, get away from the sausages. Leave them alone.
You're right. Leonardo did have the swords on his back, but he never used them. Hold on, I gotta
use batons in the fight.
Why would he even have swords? I mean, I know why, but okay, hold on. Here we go. Is that showing?
Toys?
Damn, why is it these tiny little pictures here?
Yeah.
He's got the swords right here.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
They wanted to use Bebop and Rocksteady, but there was some kind of copyright issue, so they made Toka and Razor.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a screw up.
Yeah.
They should have been
now they're
Flash or
referencing
something.
like everything, though. So they have a staple now. But
That was the who was it that did the? Was it Namco Bandai who did the cartoon? They owned the copyright to because they had the different IPs. They were literally different IPs. You had the comic book, the cartoon, and the movies.
right.
And the cartoon IP had the rights to Bebop and Rocksteady. That's where they were created. So the movies couldn't use them. Namco Bandai or whatever wouldn't let them have it.
Right.
So they were like, well, fuck you then. We'll just make up our own guys that are the exact same thing. And still there today. Like, that was a screw up. They messed up. They could have sold so many toys.
Oh,
Yeah. The man, I had a thought in my head right there. I don't like that they didn't use weapons, but I never noticed as a kid. I never noticed they didn't have weapons, and I liked that movie. I thought it was fun and awesome. Growing up, of course, it doesn't stand the test of time, and I don't like that movie anymore. But it's still better than the third one. I didn't like the third one, even as a kid. That movie was just horrible.
Yeah.
They're all lepers.
It was rough. It was rough.
Well, whenever you have the Michelangelo putting on a lampshade and singing Blue Hawaii, there's going to be an issue.
You know how many times he wanted to do that too? He was begging him throughout the cartoon and the comic. He's like, I just want to sing this song. Give me a lampshade. And they're like, nope. Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird are like, nope, you can't do it. And then in the movie, they let it pass.
For the third film, they benched Casey Jones. They got him back for the third film, but they benched him. What the hell?
Yep, exactly.
I don't know what they were. Was it the actor? Like, that guy was getting kind of big. He was a big actor.
Yeah. What show was it he was on? Like NCIS?
He was amazing in Hot Wet American Summer.
Okay. Yeah.
What was that show where he was the Grim Reaper? 6 Feet Under or something?
I'm not sure.
I think it was called 6 Feet Under. Oh no, Dead Like Me? I don't know. Let me double check.
God.
He was in that show where he was a Grim Reaper. He actually did a pretty good job. That was kind of Dead Like Me. He was in that show.
That's a bummer. He's a good actor. Like, he was one of those ones that immediately, like, I was drawn to. I liked his just presence and everything. It worked.
Oh, he was great.
And like you said, they benched him.
Guy? Hold on. Am I wrong? Is this the same guy?
While you're on that note, wait.
I don't know. He looks exactly like another actor that was in this.
He does.
No, I'm thinking of the wrong guy. That's not the same guy.
You're thinking of the dude that was in Happy. Did you ever watch that show? That crime show, Happy? Dude,
I'm
it's based
thinking of
off
Antonio
weird,
Montoya.
What?
You killed my father, prepare to die.
That guy? No.
I know
you're way off on that.
That's not Casey Jones. Casey Jones was he was in a lot of stuff. He was in that war movie that was really good, Thin Red Line. I know some people are gonna be like that. You like that movie? I like that movie, and he was a good character in that movie.
You know, this brings up a great tie back to the original like premise of this. So they're retconning this whole story thing. So to set the stage for this, the Ninja Turtles storyline, where it begins is all the Ninja Turtles all the turtles are in the lab. There's different stories now because it's been retconned a couple of different times, and there's different like IPs and different things. But basically, the turtles get splashed in mutagen, and that's how the Ninja Turtles begin. Right? Like it's either they're in the sewer or they're in the science lab, and April O'Neil is attacked by the Foot Clan. It's a varying, like they change it up a little bit, but it's one of those like kind of is how it happened.
Right.
I have two issues with this. So what they did now with Donatello, the new way that they are revising this whole thing, Donatello and Venus, that other the chick, I guess she's like the chick Donatello, right? Like
Venus.
Virgin.
The yellow bandana.
Yeah, that's Jenica. Venus is blue.
That's Jenica.
Oh, Jinkum.
Yeah. So
Jenica, whatever.
I'm never gonna get over that. So Venus and Donatello are chasing Armaggon, the time traveling shark mutant.
Yeah.
They're chasing him back in time. And they go back in time to the lab where April O'Neil is at, and the Foot Clan's attacking April O'Neil. They fight off the Foot Clan. Donatello and Venus beat them. And then Donatello realizes like he has this moment where it's like him and his brothers are there, and the mutagen has not been splashed on him. So now Donatello has to actively go and do this. He has to splash it on him in order to make them be born, aside from there's other weird stuff that happens, like they're all reincarnations of their human selves, which is another story arc thing that they've done in the past.
Hold on.
IDW. That's
another
IDW
weird thing. I don't know anything about that, but the original Ninja Turtles was just turtles in the sewer. Like obviously a lot like the cartoon, Splinter was one of the major changes with the original cartoon because Splinter was just a rat. He was Hamato Yoshi's rat. And then Shredder wasn't even the one that was feuding with Hamato Yoshi. It was Shredder's brother that like wanted to be with Yoshi's wife or girlfriend at the time. And so he like tried to like convince her to be with him, and she was like, "No, I love Yoshi." And then Shredder like beats the crap out of her in the first issue. And so then Yoshi sees it, and then like a blood rage like murders that guy. And then Shredder, at the funeral, vows to get revenge. And Hamato Yoshi and his girl go to New York. And then, of course, that's when all that shit goes. Shredder kills her, and then I think kills him too.
Right.
And then Splinter is like doing this vengeance thing and trains the turtles once the mutagen and everything happens. And he realizes, hey, I could use this to train these guys to do my dirty deeds for me. Basically is how the first issue went.
Yeah. And I was back in the day when revenge was okay, and if like the girl doesn't want to date you, you just slap her in the face.
That's right.
Yeah, just beat the crap out of her.
Sean Connery hurt ass, man.
Yeah.
You just give her a little slap.
That's right.
That'll do it.
And if she decides to push it a little further after you already say no, then it's completely necessary to make her end the discussion.
Why'd you have a black eye? Because I already told her once.
That's right.
So now they're doing a thing where the turtles are actually the son of Splinter in human form.
So, that was actually, I think that was pre-written in a previous retcon.
IDW, yeah.
Yeah, they're the reincarnations of the actual sons of Hamato Yoshi. I guess he put them to sleep or something, and all their spirits went to, I'm getting that completely wrong, but all their spirits went to the turtles. But so now in the new one, the change is that Donatello is the reason the Ninja Turtles exist. Like he's the one that went and he put the mutagen on him, stuff like that. Which is kind of like it's a soft, bald, ham-fisted way of like changing it kind of thing. But it's also like
Terminator reboot. Call it what it is. It's a fucking Terminator reboot.
How many times have we got to do this? Yeah, how many times have we got to do the time travel thing? In Turtles alone, how many times have we talked about it with the Ninja Turtles?
they've got the time traveling shit. That makes, I guess, if you're going to use it and retcon everything, that's not a horrible. I'm actually a little.
I think it is.
That's the news.
Oh no, I don't think it's good.
Man, I was afraid Donatello was about to be like a trans crippled, and it turns out that he was actually a part of the Foot Clan all along. Like, that's what I was thinking, and you're telling me, he's the one that caused it all because of a time loop.
I'll accept.
I'm actually a little bit relieved.
I'll accept this because they finally give Donatello his due. That man never gets any kind of story arc anywhere. It's always about Raph and Leo and Mike. Donatello always gets to be put in the corner like baby.
You sound like you have middle child syndrome.
Damn right. That was the
first kind of angry there.
Okay.
I mean, it's Donatello.
Tell us how you really feel.
I noticed they tried to make Donatello more popular with that last cartoon also. Yeah. My kids really like Donatello for some reason in that cartoon.
Nah, they gave Donatello John Connor treatment. I will take it. Yes. Amen. There we go.
And I'm curious to see if it's going to be any good. I know that they're trying to bring girl turtles into the mix. I know they're trying to do
Venus
a whole new team of girl turtles.
So Venus goes back in time with Donatello. She's a part of that whole thing.
That's funny that they actually brought her back because it was either Peter Laird or Kevin Eastman that did not care for Venus. They don't like her. They don't want to talk about her.
Nobody likes her.
She uses fucking smoke bombs. What kind of fucking weapon is that? They use that every time they need to escape. What kind of fucking weapon are you using?
Who's she? Is she the sister, or is she going to be like a girlfriend to one of them?
No, she's like the fifth turtle, right? So she was caught in the mutagen with the 4 turtles. Then one of Splinter's friends took her and went off, did their side project with her, and then she comes back because her master passed away, wanted her to be part of family again, and all that shit.
Because Raph had a girlfriend. It was like a fox. It was literally like a fox.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
That was in the Adventures. At least that's I read that in the Adventure series.
Was that sounds like a Michael Bay movie.
You should be. It's definitely not a Seth Rogen movie.
No. And the way Jenica came into it was some actual human girl that they saved, and she needed a blood transfusion. So one of the turtles gave her blood, and that's what transformed her into a turtle.
Oh,
you actually watched that? That's not bad, actually. But
are you kidding me? The implications of that,
that's like the Hulk. So the Hulk.
Yeah, it's just like the She-Hulk. Yeah, it's She-Hulk. They She-Hulked the Ninja Turtles.
They did. That's her story.
I didn't know that.
I think.
Yeah, the implications on that are horrific.
I can't remember if she was a friend of Karai or not, but there was some kind of beef there.
So what happens if Splinter needs blood and Leonardo donates? What kind of freaking thing does that create?
You're gonna have one hairy turtle.
That creates the Seth Rogen Splinter, or that other one, that mole rat thing.
I do need to say, on that note, just because we're on that topic and everything, and just I think it needs to be said for anybody who's watching this after the fact. And in case you ever get an opportunity to see this, fuck you, Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got.
Sausage Party sucked, and that fucking that Christmas movie sucked. And
we get it. You smoke pot. It shows in your work.
No shit.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Get out of my Ninja Turtles, man.
Yeah, his best movie.
Also, in the description here, this is coming from. Oh man, did I stop sharing? No. What the hell? What am I doing wrong?
Yeah, it's not on the screen.
What am I doing wrong? Here we go.
There it is.
The ScreenRant. This is coming from the ScreenRant article. This is where a lot of this is this. Armaggon. He looks cool now. I like the old Armaggon. I like the way they used to draw him. But
wasn't he in Suicide Squad?
Check this article. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, he's in that new Suicide.
You're thinking of that.
I'm thinking of the street. They had a TV show about him, Street Sharks.
Yeah, Street Sharks. Street Sharks were in the DC movie.
He just had he just did a movie with Turkish. I'm just referencing every mutant shark that's been done in the last 20 years.
I like Armaggon's my favorite. The only thing about Armaggon was his fucking legs in the old comics look kind of weird. I will say that. Hold on, Armaggon. Oh my god, I'm gonna look this up. Y'all can.
So if Armaggon is going back in the past and screwing everything up, which Ninja Turtle are you going to send after him?
Well, that depends on which version of comics you want to go by. And
if we go by the originals, Donatello was the strategist. He's the one that did most of the planning with Leonardo. So I would send Image Comics Donatello after him.
Oh, I like the specificity on that one. I like that it's Image Comics Donatello.
Yeah.
I'm all right with that, but only if we send Venus along to make sure that he does it right.
Well, they got to make. I'm surprised they didn't make new babies. Just make a whole new set of babies, right?
I mean, I think that's why you put one female turtle with 4 male turtles.
Yeah, we all know what direction that's going. Do they lay eggs? Are they like human-sized eggs?
They should be. If they come out just like a normal kid, that's a horrible comic book way of doing it. It would be.
At what age do they get the bandana?
They got to earn the bandana with their first kill.
There you go.
That's epic.
Yeah. So
this is Armaggon from the Adventure series. I like the way they drew. I like him, but I fucking hate his feet, dude. I've never liked his feet in that comic book.
That's odd.
Yeah. That's like somebody needs to get Richard Liefeld in here and fix this shit.
Yeah, give him some more
lipstick. Oh man, something just screwed up. Okay. This is actually kind of cool. I like the way they did that. Like whoever drew this, good job. That's kind of
like
cool.
On the side of his head is it's like an actual like mutated propeller in his head.
That's what's cool about the Ninja Turtles, man. The weird crap they would do like
they
that.
did not give a shit. Yeah. And abs for days.
They should create it.
That's funny.
And claws. I like that he's got sharp claws.
Turtle, I'm relieved now. I'm like actually I don't hate it. That's not that bad. It could have been.
Oh, can I say
worse.
I do fishing content stuff here. So I just have to say about this. They gave Armaggon there. You're switching it up to screw with me. That's fine.
Oh shit.
But they gave Armaggon a tuna tail. That's not a shark tail.
Well, sharks Sharks don't have jet engines underwater either.
Yeah.
Does he have a laser attached to his head? He needs one.
He should.
Dr. Evil gave
a laser beam.
I do like that, dude. The Slash in the comic, the Adventure series, was way cooler than the cartoon. What happened to my camera? Did my camera stop?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you're froze.
Oh,
there you are.
Can you see me? Again. I can't see me.
Nope, you're froze again.
All right, I guess I got to do my icon, my camera.
That's way better looking like that. You're good.
All right. Damn, what the hell? Maybe it's because I have too many tabs open. I've got so many freaking tabs open right now. I got to close some of these out.
That's probably what's
that was a cool one. What am I? There we go. I'll just leave it on this one. Is my camera working now? Start camera. Nope. All right. Okay. So I'm not too angry about that. Like it could have been way worse. And it probably will. It probably will get worse. I'm not.
Give it time.
My hopes are.
Oh, if you want worse, you saw worse. It was in the 2012 series. It was way worse. He looked like one of those anglerfish with metal legs.
Which one was the 2012 series?
The CGI one that you enjoyed.
I like that one. Hold on, I got a picture of it. Let me pull up my picture here.
Okay.
I'm really good at pulling up pictures.
Yeah, you obviously have not been convinced, sir. You've only had 9 years, 10 years to get convinced.
That's my version right there.
There we go. I found it. So that's not bad. Oh no, damn it!
No, pull up Armageddon. Armaggon for this series.
Oh, you're talking about him in the 2012 series?
Yeah. You got an anglerfish with metal feet.
He had to get those things fixed. Were the metal feet like the Forrest Gump braces that they had to put on those feet to get them fixed a little bit?
Exactly like that.
Run, Armaggon, run!
It's like he stole the metal legs from Krang from '87 and brought them to 2012 so he could use them.
He's Rhino. Is this? Oh, what the hell did I just do? I'm new to this. I'm trying to get into the swing of streaming here. So anybody's.
It's only the
watching,
first episode. Nobody's going to hold it against you.
Yeah,
it's actually like my. It's my first episode. Let's just say that it's not, but
just run with it.
Everyone is the first episode. Is this the one you're talking
What
about?
is it? What's it called? The POS shit show?
Yeah, the POS shit show. I think. Just to monetize it from the beginning. Why the hell not? That way I could get away with everything. Like
Do whatever you want.
Like this.
That is fucking majestic. Look at it. Look, he's got the
Best song ever. He's skipping stones, dude.
he is. He's skipping stones. I remember that.
Oh, you know what? It'd be better.
I like those cinematic camera transitions right there. That fade. Look at him. There's no way that guy belongs on a Chuck E. Cheese stage.
When I was a kid, this song actually
There it is.
it was like touching.
Yeah, the skippings. I remember that.
They couldn't even find a guy that could sing to do it. They couldn't. This is wrong on so many fucking levels, man.
This actually gave me nightmares when Splinter came out.
What the hell is going on, man? Beautiful.
You know, for Father's Day, the boys really need to give him like a good kimono or something. Like he needs to step it up from the fucking.
No, dude. Some Jenkum.
Oh, he's been on the Jenkum. You could tell.
What's up, comics mate? Hey, we got somebody in the chat.
What's going on, bro?
What
Good
the
to
fuck
see you
happened,
here,
Splinter?
man.
This is a gem right here, bro. This is from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on tour, Out of Their Shell tour.
Yeah.
It's the best
Actually went
music.
to a live show. That's crazy.
That's insane. That I didn't even know they actually were doing live.
No, they did a
agree
full
with
tour
Stanley
because it
here.
was so successful.
I think that we were just. Oh yeah, and then
Look at
everything
that.
goes. It's a trip.
Wow.
Oh my God!
man.
Go back to that Peter and pause it.
What is this?
Oh my God! The
Ads.
turtle.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Yep. I'm not even kidding, dude. That turtle had a camel toe.
Shut up.
I know. I just ruined like Splinter. There it is, right there, zoomed in and everything.
Oh, it does because it blurs
Flick
out
that vein.
the line in between.
Flick that
He's
vein
got a
hard.
sticker there or something.
Oh my
that's the scene where
God!
Shredder comes in and like freezes time and stuff.
Peter knows it like scene for scene.
Bro, I watch this every year at the school. I'll show the kids at school this stuff because I think it's so hilarious.
Why
And
would
that's
you
what you're
call
showing
it
them, dude. You're showing them turtle camel toe.
I'm only allowed to do so much up there.
He's
This
only
is
allowed to
acceptable
show
viewing.
turtle camel toe.
And Jenkum rat.
Oh, dude. Okay. I'm going to do an episode where I bring it up. I got to find it. But Shane Davis, I swear, was at this concert because there's a little kid that looks exactly like the comic book artist Shane Davis. I don't know if you're familiar with him, Stanley, but he's over here in Comicsgate. There's a kid that's like, the news reporter goes to the kid because Shredder stops the show and the kids are like, oh no. And the reporter goes to the kids and say, what are we going to do? And the little kid they show looks exactly like a young Shane Davis. I try to do this. I try to call him out on Twitter, but he ignored me because I'm not verified.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah. I'll be verified someday.
Can't you just pay for that now?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But why would I do that?
because
Is there
that's
another
how
way to get verified?
everybody gets it.
So all the
Well,
beef
it doesn't cost
footage,
that much. When I get
All
money
the-
someday, when I have money, I'll do verification.
all the beef footage that
Fucking
Splinter is
so
using
fucked up.
right now is from John Mellencamp music videos.
All right. Enough of that. Oh, did I delete the other one? No, here it is. This is much better.
The Pizza Boys.
Oh, this brings me back to the days of, those light up jousting
I still remember the ads at the beginning of this video.
Remember Video Central, going to Hollywood Video Central every time wanting to rent this? Until I think, didn't Mom and Dad just buy it finally because they're tired of
we copied it. We copied it.
We copied it. Yeah, I remember that.
We were cheap. We weren't like Bionic Bruh getting to go to the concerts.
Yeah.
We
made our own concerts. Flapjacks. Hookers.
We'd be sitting there dancing to it, dude. We had all the moves, little spin.
I was about to say, I bet you guys had the choreography down.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh, bro, you don't even know. And the pizza, we would do. Remember, we do these little shows where. Should I even tell this? I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I should tell this.
Too late. You got to go with it.
All right,
run with it.
We were like little, right? So we're little kids. And so we would do little shows, our own little concerts for Mom and Dad, where we would sing these songs. We'd play the VHS and then do the dancing and singing and everything. I don't remember if you were in there. I know me and a younger brother, Luke, here was.
They had to watch.
The pizza. Why did the Pizza Hut deliver like that?
Right? That's what I was expecting. When we're like, yeah, dude, I want pizza. We want, all the stuff, the black olives and the onions and the pepper and the anchovies. I want all of it, just like whatever sticks to the TV screen on the animated show. That's all the things we want in there. And they'd come up and deliver it like their life sucked. And it's like, dude, you're supposed to be dancing. I saw the music video. You're supposed to be like on your back spinning around and shit.
I find
Dude, Comics Mate here says, this reminds me of the live-action Ninja Turtle show. We were talking about that earlier.
Next Mutation.
Did you know there was another show that, I don't know if it aired or what it was, but they used these costumes, but without all the rock and roll crap. And, okay, the costumes in the intermissions of this show, the Turtles on Tour show, VHS, whatever, there's these intermissions. The costumes are clearly different. Those were the ones they used for a live action that did not air. I guess they made a pilot or something that didn't make it. And if they're on YouTube now. I'm not going to look it up because I don't want to. that crap is something else, man. All right, you got me. You pull my arm, I'll do it.
I find it hilarious that Pizza Hut pulled all the contracts for Ninja Turtles, and then in the actual 1990 live action film, it's fucking Domino's that they cut up to have for dinner. I swear to God, go back and watch it.
I remember there being Domino's in the movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pizza Hut got all the contracts and all the hype and everything, and publicity and marketing.
Fostered a lifetime love of Domino's. I do not like Pizza Hut.
Yeah. See.
You know what? I'm not sure. Pizza Hut had that buffet for a while. They don't do it anymore, but
I don't eat out. It's all delivery. And to this day, I have not had one of them break dance that fucking pizza to my doorstep.
Do you guys?
Hard times with Jay Ryan. What's up, man? Thanks for showing up. We're just talking Ninja Turtles.
Did they ever take you in the back as kids to let you create your own pizza?
My parents never let any of these people take us in the back.
No, it was like a school ordeal. Like you would go.
I remember that. Yeah, we did do that one time. In second grade, we got to go back there.
Showed up.
Mine was disgusting.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for popping in here.
Wow.
Talking Turtles. You just missed the best thing ever. The Ninja Turtles tour live, the live tour. I'm trying to find the live action show that was worse than Venus and or Jankum and the Ninja Turtles Mutant
Jenica.
TV show.
Oh my god.
Jenica, hold on.
The options were like it was going to be
Very
Jenkum
fun.
or heroin. Like,
Yeah.
Who was okay? This is saying Venus is the blue one from that show.
Yeah, Venus.
yeah,
is blue,
in that
Venus
other
is
comic, she had like a. I mean, she kind of matched
Yellow.
Donatello in that new comic.
There was a girl that had yellow.
Yeah,
It was like a
Jenica.
yellow.
Jenkum.
Yeah, I know you're saying Jenica, but
Keep saying that joke. Sorry.
that was just in the comic.
Yeah, in IDW, Jenica.
I didn't read a lot of the IDW.
She's the one that got the blood transfusion to become a turtle.
Okay, all right. I was confused. I thought that was the mutant.
No, Venus
Whatever.
was from Next Mutation with the light blue.
Next Mutation. She
Yeah.
looks sassy, dude. Up here, I think this is her. Oh, I'm not sharing it again. Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. I'm getting better. Right here. She's
It's
like,
really
That's
weird.
why don't you clean
She
your room?
no. She looks like compared to the other ones, like she looks like what's that
She got-
term? Like I don't know how to describe it. Like
Cancer?
daunt.
She's
Yeah,
got a lot
like
of attitude.
really thin. Like the features are not. Like if they did a zombie version of a turtle, that's what I would expect. They didn't
Well-
do her justice. Look at she's got the turkey neck.
Yeah. And she's actually got the Asian accent. Like they gave her the China accent
She's
versus
got an Adam's
whatever
apple.
the other ones had.
Bro,
like,
that's
you know-
not a chick.
Like Michelangelo made
Is
a
it, dude?
made a joke to her one time, like I'm gonna go change, no peeking except for you, Venus. And she was like, "Oh, gross Michelangelo." Chung chicka chung chicka chung chicka chung.
All right. I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah.
Hey, I got my camera back up.
Hey, you're moving.
Yeah, I don't know. I think what happened was I plugged my camera in and I had this stream. Like I was like working on it for like 6 hours I had the whole thing on and up and running while I was like pulling up tabs and looking at my magic show here with the tabs. And then I think my camera was just like, nope, I'm done. I'm out.
I've seen enough.
WTF Mike, what's up, man? He
What's
says,
up, Mike?
Cheers,
what are
bud.
you doing, man?
Jeremy Ice and Fire's here too.
Hey, Jeremy, what's
Felix.
going on? We've got Felix Haas. Where's everybody coming from?
I don't know. They were ready to party though.
I
yeah,
bet
dude,
this
I'm
is
down.
Mike's crew. Mike's a badass.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, we're talking Ninja Turtles right now, looking at all of the weird shit.
That's gonna be your thumbnail when you
Better.
post this, isn't it?
I like his weird space age helmet
Yeah.
going
right.
on right here.
That looks like the costume Mom made for me, like the year that I wanted to be a lobster for Halloween, and she made it out of like foam.
It does.
Yeah, that's
And that
definitely
guy
a
was
lot
like
of
something
space.
else. So should I find a clip? Let me find a clip of this shredder here.
Nah, this is from
Oh, I
that old
gotta-
TV show Lost in Space.
Yeah, it does kind of look like that.
That's
He
exactly
does
what
look
that
like he's
helmet
yelling Will Rogers.
Oh, dude, hold on. I got to show this, actually. This is cool.
He's been
All
holding
right.
on to a Will Rogers picture this whole time, just waiting.
Oh, I remember this. This was awesome.
Oh, dude, that arm shake, that's tough. What
This
is that
a
from?
fan that made this.
Yeah, this
Are you
is fan-made.
serious?
This is a fan film.
Why the fuck are we funding these fucking companies, dude?
Yeah. Oh,
Dude, they did a Donatello version too.
Yeah. I'm gonna go pull that up next. That's what I'm
That's
saying,
exactly
man.
right.
Like, screw Hollywood, screw all this shit. We've got guys like that out there doing that kind of work.
Yeah. Nah, comics. Dean said it right. This is what a live action Ninja Turtle should look like.
Yes.
That's embarrassing. That is fucking embarrassing.
Oh, here's another, the Last Ronin one. That was a... Oh, shut up, dude. I don't want to hear it.
That fan film blew my fucking mind.
All right. Here we go. Just for you guys, because y'all are my best friends.
Yeah.
Right here.
We got sound on this one?
Can you hear it?
I hear music, but I don't hear it.
What am I doing wrong, guys?
It's not gonna do audio. It's got to pick it up through your mic.
I have to play it through my speaker for it to hear audio. I have earbuds in. You telling me there's no way to play the audio? How did I?
Yeah, it's not gonna. It's not gonna direct the. It's not gonna DI the audio into the video for you.
How do I? There's no way to do that. There's got to be a way to do audio.
There is a way to do it, but I don't think you can just straight up do it through StreamYard like this, because of possible copyright stuff. So I don't think they allow that.
And
share audio.
I think that's the case. You can? Okay. Yeah. Hey, ComicsMate says you can.
You can. I've seen people do it.
No, you've got to be able to do it. I don't know how you do it though.
All right.
I've never had to do the audio. I always do my own burned in audio.
If you share my screen, I have it up and ready to go.
I like money.
Everybody.
Is this
Everybody
it?
like money.
Is this your screen? I think that's you.
Oh, that's me. Hang on.
Yeah, this one was good.
I knew this was a suicide mission. Need to end this. On my terms. For my family. For honor.
I thought this was like a real alleyway when I first saw this.
Is that like Unreal or what? You know?
I have no idea.
No, I don't think it's Unreal. It might be, but I don't think so. I think he's using...
Don't gotta do this. Quiet! No more talking.
I've actually got it. Hold on.
We were always so different. So much alike.
Blender. I think it's Blender. Plus other stuff.
I miss my brothers. So much. And I miss my father. More than anything else. I wanted to make him proud. But they're all gone now.
Straight from the comic book, man. Love it.
In the end, too little, too late. Story of my life. I'm sorry, Father. I failed. Please forgive me.
You guys don't wake him up soon? I'm eating the last bagel.
Hey, Sleeping Beauty. Wake up. We got things to do.
Yeah. That was really good work.
That is fucking disappointing as shit.
What are you talking about? That they didn't
I'm
keep
talking
making more?
No. What I'm talking about is the fact is the fucking garbage that we've been talking about for like the last hour, and just some Yahoo with like, would you say it was Blender? Can come up with that?
Blender. of
Fuck
course, a
everything
couple other things,
Hollywood
but-
has to do.
Yeah, man. Like, I have the programs to pull that off, but I don't have the skills to pull that off. Like, Blender's free, man. You just need to learn how to use it. And I hate to say it, but you can even use AI nowadays to make that. Why the hell is anybody wasting their time and money? I know I hate a lot of this AI crap, but I'm not really worried about it, but I don't. Anyways, why is anybody watching Hollywood when we can make that?
No shit.
Yeah.
And that was not AI. That was amazing. Like, that was a lot of work put into that video.
Exactly. That's not AI. That is an artist that put that together.
That had more depth.
Fuck Hollywood, dude.
That had more depth and feel to it than any Michael Bay or Seth Rogen film could ever.
Oh,
ever.
you beat me to the joke on that. Yeah, you're right.
No jankum here.
No jankum here.
That was I gotta find the Donatello, but I can't share audio, or I gotta learn how to share audio now.
I'm afraid I've got to get out of here. I've got a prior commitment I got to take off for.
All right, man.
Actually, we're an hour and 21 minutes in. We've got to the bottom of this, and I gotta say, I'm not 100% horrified by the idea that Donatello goes back in time and has to make sure the turtles happen. Like, that's not.
Yeah, he's the fucking Kyle Reese to the John Connor. Get fucked. That's awesome.
I stand by everything that I said. And for anybody who has any questions about this, you can go back through the video. It's worth a watch. I promise. It's been a fun time that we've all had here. I still stand behind what I said. Like, especially watching what we just watched, seeing what we just saw, the artistry that these people put into this kind of stuff, and the fact that they did that to the retcon of the Ninja Turtles, the fucking like Back to the Future approach. Fuck that. That's how I'm gonna end on that one.
Yeah, that's a good point. When you got stuff like this video we just watched, people who actually care and actually doing a great job with that, those are the people that should be making Ninja Turtles, and not Jankum.
I agree. Jankum.
The Teenage Mutant Jankum Turtles.
Oh, shit.
Anyways, thanks everybody for popping in. This is fun. I had a blast talking about this. I'm a little relieved because I was afraid Donatello was going to be like a crippled trans something or other. Who knows what? How many check boxes they were going to do.
No. But that's the problem. That's what you're afraid of. Not bad storytelling. Not like low-hanging fruit. That's what you're worried about.
That would be bad storytelling because he's a Ninja Turtle. How's he supposed to fight if he's in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
And I was seriously worried.
If we talk about what Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird were originally going to do after the first run, they were going to mutate even more. And if you saw those,
I did hear about that.
If you saw,
they're going to be like
fucked,
like super crazy turtles, kind of like
like,
Spider-Man.
Leonardo.
Was it going to be blood transfusion, or was it going to be like a Jenkum drug-induced nightmare scenario?
It's just like the mutation in their body just keeps evolving, like how we age and our cells start breaking down. So does their mutation. So they just keep on getting more deformed and decrepit looking.
I know. I kind of like that because that's like symbolic of how they went from like the 1987 version to the Michael Bay version.
Yeah,
I guess.
And then we get this. They did it, dude. They did it, Jake. This is
there it is. Yeah, they delivered.
Let's get to the last mutation.
The last mutation. They need to do that. The last mutation.
This one's going to be permanent. I promise this time.
Yeah. This retcon is the retcon of retcons, the last mutation.
We fix everything.
That's right. We made the turtles finally fully human, and they're all black.
And on that note, thanks for
there we
watching,
go.
everybody. It's been a blast. I'll catch y'all next time.
You have a good night, guys. It was a pleasure.
Oh, you know what? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Catch y'all later.